confirm or deny, if the Blue Jays fall out of the top spot in the American League East, it will be considered a choke job.
That's a good one. And I'm going to confirm it. The mojo you had and the way Hoffman was performing, all things were looking like they were going to seize this opportunity. So you can't just say it because it was unexpected. It's not a choke job. They round into form and everything came together and they choked it away. If they don't get it done, it's got to be considered a choke job.
I'm denying it because where were they 2 months ago? Like, I think and remember how awful the Yankees were? The Yankees won like 11 out of 30 or 11 out of 35.
Yeah, it was ugly. Now they're red hot now.
They are.
Got a soft skid, but they're red hot.
What was the biggest lead? Was it 5.5?
Yeah, they had at least a 5-game lead on both teams.
5.5 on both, Boston and the Yankees.
It's a long season.
It is.
But that's a pretty substantial.
I don't think it's a choke job. I think it's a long season, but I've been happy with where they're at. If they drop out to second place or whatever, they're still
going to the wild card. You're still in the playoffs.
You're still, and you're a good team.
But it's a sour taste.
So
I'm going to confirm this because of how. Listen, they have not completely fallen off. They still had a winning record in August.
You're going to confirm it because of how jacked up you got about the season.
Well, listen, they're in the driver's seat. They still are. That's another important element here. They're still 2.5 games up on the Yankees and the Red Sox. They're at Yankee Stadium this week. Go in there and win 2 out of 3, and you're still in the driver's seat. Then I think they're at Fenway the week after that. Maybe Boston's in town. But they play Boston again. Take care of that. They have the tiebreak on both those teams.
Right.
So they're really like 3 games up. So that you're September 2nd, you get a 3-game lead. And if this falls off, it's very isolated as to why. Your bullpen is choking it away.
Yeah,
that's what's happened here. It's not like you're playing great and just the Yankees are going to win, go on this miraculous run and win 17 of 20 and steal it from you. The Jays have kicked away some games recently. It happens over the course of a season. It happens. But last night, that was crushing, man. You get heroics from Bichette and Varsho, for that matter. Like, you get spotted 2 runs going into the 9th inning, and
you got to close that.
You have to win that game. You have to. The week before against Minnesota, they're done. They're finished. They're not playing for anything. Hoffman comes in and blows another save.
Team sport, but when you're Bichette, you're like, really, guys? Like that, you took away a moment from me.
Bichette was 4 for 4 yesterday with a.
Yeah, and you guys can't
biggest hit of
the deal for me. Give me a break.
He was fantastic. He had the error early, right? Was that Bichette that had the error early?
That was way early.
But he had
early in the game. But then he was unbelievable.
Yes, he was phenomenal.
Yeah, I just
Bichette did basically everything he could. It is a team sport. You win as a team, you lose as a team, and it's gone. Everyone has helped them win and helped them lose at different times. But I think you got to keep the motor down, is my point. Like, you still got to look at this like, guys, you've got to seize this opportunity.
Well,
it's still, their destiny is in their own palms. Like, go out there and win a bunch.
Right.
Like, just take care of business the rest of the way.
I'm going to confirm then.
You're
you
flipping.
Won me over. Well, you won me over.
I like that
First
idea.
flip of the year.
A flip.
Flip-flop. But I mean,
okay, I
you
like
won me
that.
over. I remember where I sat at this mic 2 months ago.
Yes. No,
we were talking
I get
about
it.
them winning 80 games.
Forget 2 months ago.
Maybe we had a wrinkle where if somebody goes deny, somebody can hit the buzzer and say, give me the chance to flip you.
Okay.
I just flipped myself.
You flipped yourself, but based on what Owen and I were talking about.
You won me over with
yes, if you play the 6 months ago game, like, forget 2 months ago, in March, no one saw this coming.
Yes.
So I get the perspective, but once you start playing, you start playing.
Exactly.
And you're in the driver's seat. You got to close it. Win the American League East.
Agreed.
Do yourself that favor.
All right.
All right, let's move on. We've done a lot of McDavid today. Let's get to this. Confirm or deny, Anthony Stolarz will be a Maple Leaf beyond this season. The reason we bring this up is Dennis Hildeby signed a contract today, a 2-way deal. But you know that Joseph Woll is on term. Hildeby is now within the organization. They have other young goalies. And Stolarz is going into his final season.
I'm going to confirm it. I think the year he had, he established himself as the go-to guy come playoff time. He was the starter in the net, and you got to get it done. But he is an interesting case study because he's not the typical number one guy.
Yeah.
But I do confirm that he does get signed, but it's going to be fascinating to where his salary starts out because it's like, you're a unique guy. He was the starter come playoff time, but you weren't the traditional guy.
It cannot be a long-term deal. It can't.
No
you can't give him like a 6-year deal or something.
No, but
you can't.
But he's 30. He'll be 32 in January. Okay, so he's playing. I don't know if you play a 31 or 32-year-old, depending on how you view it. But if you give him a 3-year deal at decent money,
He's getting a bump for sure. And he's earned that based on how he played last year.
but he only played.
What did he make
34
last year?
2.5 million or 2.8, whatever.
Yeah, something
it was.
in that.
Yeah.
Range. He has to get a bump for sure. But what does Joseph Wall make at
He's
3.65?
3 point something,
Yeah,
3.7, 3.8, and that kicks in this year
He
on
might
3
get
years.
something with a 4 in it. But point being is that's a nice tandem. Hildeby is on a 2-way, but that I believe converts to a 1-way.
Mm-hmm.
Not a huge 1-way. Keep in mind that could be buried in the minors if he makes it through waivers.
Right.
I think you sign Stolarz, you give him term, not crazy term, but term, beyond a couple years, and you see if one can push through to be your number one. Is Joseph Wall still a guy that you believe could be on 1 in this league? From a talent perspective, I believe he has it. From a durability, he hasn't shown that yet. Didn't he miss the first game of the season last year?
Yeah, he did. Remember, he was supposed to play.
He was supposed to start.
In Montreal.
Right?
And like day of, he can't go.
Right. And it was game 7 or whatever the year before. Wall has answers for himself as far as durability, as far as what is he at the National Hockey League level. Can he be a 55-game starter? Can he be a 50-game starter?
I'll believe that when I see it.
Stolarz had never played more than 29 games in a season, played 34 last year, plus playoffs.
I'll believe it when I see it for either one of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't
it's like
think
they
you're
need
going
each
to.
other to get over the hump of having
Maybe
success.
they're just tandem guys.
That's what I think it is.
Nothing wrong with that. They're good goaltenders, but you need that tandem to be intact. So I think you sign them. So I'm
I'd confirm it too. I mean, he had a really good year last year.
Yeah,
yes, only quote unquote 31 starts or whatever, but still, he played great.
Yeah.
In those 31 starts, he was the goalie of record that beat Ottawa. They've won 2 series in 20 years.
Yeah,
he's one of the 2 goalies that's done it. Yeah. I mean, he played really well. And if Bennett didn't knock him out,
Samsonov that won.
Yeah, it was Samsonov against Tampa.
He doesn't have a contract.
Yeah,
I thought I read that he might be on a PTO to Edmonton.
I wouldn't surprise me. I have not heard anything on him, but he's still out there. It didn't go that well for him in Vegas last year, right?
His numbers were decent, but I mean, Hill's the guy there, and if they didn't want to bring him back, obviously they see something.
Yeah,
but he doesn't have a deal. Samsonov won.
I guess I think he can find a role somewhere in the NHL, probably, but
it will be fascinating to see this goaltender shuffle. The teams that have goaltenders should be thankful. Put it that way.
Oh my God, so thankful.
If you're set in goal, then you should go, I sleep at night.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking elsewhere, you're begging and praying that some guy off a scrap heap turns it around. And
yeah, you need a Tim Thomas scenario to just fall in your lap.
Jordan Binnington many years ago, but he did.
Mm-hmm.
He's a year away from free agency. If St. Louis stubs their toe,
They might trade him at the deadline.
Might. You never know.
That's an interesting thought. That, hey, we'll get to the deadline to see. Although St. Louis made the playoffs last year.
And
dude, they were 1 second away from advancing.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. They were.
Yeah.
1 second.
To Perfetti.
Perfetti with a tip in the slot with literally a second to go to get to
Outrageous
the overtime.
Yeah,
and then Perfetti scored the OT winner, too, I think.
I think he did.
Didn't Perfetti score the OT winner?
No, Lowry.
It was Adam Lowry.
Was it Adam Lowry? Okay. So, but Perfetti had 2 goals in that game, though, I believe. I think he scored earlier in the game, too. Final one quickly. Confirm or deny. Team Europe should be favored over Team USA at the Ryder Cup.
100% confirm.
They're a better
I
team.
hate the Europe. They're so good in the Ryder Cup.
I know.
And I know it's the home team is always dummied.
The Americans don't look great on paper, man.
Dude, I don't like
I
don't like
going to take them between you two. Is it a coin flip then when we do our...
Yeah, it will be. Because I it's very difficult to win on, foreign soil.
Yeah.
But they're going to have...
Dude, Luke Donald just ripped off his picks. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was. I was watching.
I was like, that team is going to shred the Americans.
They're top to bottom. They're so good. And the Americans are going to be running.
Well, they're hoping for mojo. They're saying, you guys did it in Rome. Just same guys. There's only one change. It's the guy, the guy's
for his brother.
His twin brother.
Yeah.
So
Nikolai out, Rasmus
you're in. Yeah. What a kick in the teeth for Nikolai.
For Nikolai. We're making one change. You're out.
Imagine
no
him
way.
calling his brother, and it really stinks I didn't make the Ryder Cup. And he goes, oh, yeah, well, I did.
Guess what? Great news.
I think they're going to smoke them, though. They're so dangerous, man, in the Ryder Cup.
I know.
Yeah.
But you got Scheffler. You got DeChambeau. But after that, like Shoffley hasn't played great this year. You
Dude,
got
DeChambeau is a fascinating guy in a Ryder Cup. Like to find a partner for that guy, the way he plays golf.
bomb and gouge with who? I don't know.